Jesters.
First off, let's start with range. It probably won't be a good idea to wave your hands above your head or put them below your knees somehow. Also, you don't want them in your pockets, but keep them somewhere outside so where people can see them so you're not fiddling around with stuff. The best zone to have your hands is in between your chest and your waist. Another good idea is to keep straight posture. You want to look up and professional. Also, keep in mind of where your eyes are going. Make sure it's on your audience or the judge and not on your...
Swear. Swearing redundantly does not make you look smarter than your opponents. But depending on whom you talk to, well-placed swear can be funny. And it also is a good idea not to demean any race, gender, or religion. But like I said, it depends on who your judge is. Forget what your next sentence is. Just take a pause, take a breath, and try to remember. Or also, you can also just do a fake cough, sneeze, and then it will let you catch up on your thinking process and let you say what your next thing is. Don't fill that empty space with yeah, like, or other filler words such as these that you might just use.
You should be using hand gestures for every word that you say, but you should use them for saying such as, my first point is, or when you're comparing one thing to another. Hand gestures are also key in using emotion. Theodore Roosevelt was well known for when he is demanding something, he keeps going like this. Also, use your face to use emotion.
Also, it's very bad to repeat things, like your speech needs to have new points. You can't keep on going over the same thing. Like I was at one tournament where this girl had to say, well, yeah, my topic is storms. There's lots of types of storms. There's rainstorms and thunderstorms and hailstorms and then there's the superhero storm, but her power is to make storms, so it all kind of ties into
This is SPA!
You see so much time on this one little thing.
The outline for SPA. First you need to flip your coin.
Then on based on whether you got it right, you need to choose your side after neg.
Neg is against it, App is for it.
Then you get your topic,
Then once you get your topic, you get a 1-minute prep time.
and then after that, the affirmation gives a 2-minute speech.
Then after that, the neg goes up there and gives their 2-minute speech.
And then there's a 3-minute clash.
Where at that point you kill each other's points, try to kill each other, you know. And then neg stays up there, and then Mord tries to kill him.
And then Af goes and tries to kill him.
That's it.
Then we're going to have a spar between Casey and Legum. Pick your sides of the coin.
Heads, tails.
Heads.
Neg.
After neg.
Neg.
Your topic is Marvel is better than DC.
I stand in firm affirmation that Marvel is better than DC for the 3 points that they have a more successful movie franchise, as in all the movies that they've come out with have all been successfully sequelized and tripleized. They have a bigger fan base because all the little kids want to be superheroes, and Marvel offers realistic powers that these little kids could look up to. And third, Stan Lee. Thank you.
I stand in firm negation that Marvel is better than DC for the following 3 points. Better superheroes. They have better development comic books. DC was the original one. They got better superheroes. You guys just look, Batman and Superman. You can't beat Batman and Superman. You know why? Because Batman is Batman. And then they have better development comic books because they were the original ones. When back then comic books were the best. You can't beat those comic books, you know? And then Marvel just copied DC pretty much. That's all I have to say.
You can have the first question.
Alright. You said Marvel has more realistic characters and superheroes, but how do you explain the Hulk?
Well, the Hulk may be a big, angry, green killing machine, but little kids can look up to him because even though he stands for something violent, he's still a good guy. Why do you believe that DC was the original comic book company? Please elaborate.
From a reliable source that it is true.
Oh yeah? Well, I know that Marvel has a bigger fan base than DC Comics. Why do you believe that we don't?
Well, for a fact, everybody loves the other movies from DC, you know, there's so much of them, and the old ones, those are classic, you can't beat classic films.
Like which ones?
Like the original Batmans and Supermans, I mean, so many fan people right there.
Oh,
You
yeah?
can't beat those.
You really think that they can stand up to the recent Iron Man movies and the upcoming Thor 2 movie?
Yes, they actually can, because
Oh.
they're original. You can't beat original films.
You can't beat a name like Stan Lee.
I can beat a Stan, like
can't.
Stan Lee, come on. I mean, C.J. Peterson,
Question.
that's a horrible name, but he could become better than Stan Lee. Stand in firm negation that Marvel is better than DC because of the following 3 points. Better superheroes, they have better development comic books, and DC is the original one. I mean, he did say some good points, but all of them are invalid because, I mean, they were not making sense. Like Hulk, you can't look up to Hulk. He's just a big angry green thing. And I mean, yeah.
I stand in firm affirmation that Marvel is better than DC Comics for my 3 points. 1, they have a more successful movie franchise. 2, they have a bigger fan base. And 3, Stan Lee. My opponent said that DC had better developed comic books, and that's a lie, because Stan Lee is an iconic figure who created the very first comic books, and you can't beat him. Number 2, he said that they have better superheroes. Well, his superheroes may be better in a sense of power, but in a sense of justice and role model, little kids can look up to Marvel superheroes more than they can DC superheroes. Thank you.